Alright everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video with Fat Phil. We're just going to do a quick video today. Again guys, for all those who have been supporting the channel, I really appreciate all the love and support you've been giving me. For those of you who haven't, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave a comment. Hopefully this helps you in your journey through the game and gives you the information that will help you make the right decisions for you and your account. So let's get into it, and I want to talk about this Hyperdrive Bundle. Now, I know a lot of people will talk about this and say that it's the best deal in the game, and I think dollar for dollar, that's 100% the truth. I do think that at some point it does lose value, or that it just really doesn't hold any value outside of like the resources you get here, right? And even then, is it worth $100 to you? Obviously, if you guys have been watching my content, you know I don't spend any money, right? So I will never buy this regardless of price. Just out of principle, I don't spend money on mobile games. That's just a decision that I make. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong, right? It's everybody's own decision. This game is free to play, that it's designed that you don't have to spend money, but the people who do absolutely support the game and they deserve advantages they get from it. But for those of you who watch my channel, you'll know that I try to give you content that helps everyone and not just if you do or don't spend money. So we'll cover this Hyperdrive Bundle. Now, if you just started an account today, this is the best thing. If you were going to just spend $100, this is the best 100 you could spend. It is just fantastic. You get the entire Phoenix team. You get everything here at 5-star level 80, which Phoenix means you can get Thrawn. You're going to have Rebels to get Emperor Palpatine. You're going to have Empire to unlock R2-D2. You'll have Jedi to get Grandmaster Yoda. I mean, the list goes on, right? There's a lot of good characters in here. Now, there are some duds, right? There are definitely some characters in here, like this Rogue One section. They're not super important in the early game, right? That's not, K2, Jin, Cassian have uses outside, once you get to the end game and you're going for profundity. But before that, not so much. You do get some First Order characters, which is super nice for the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren rush. And then you do get some bounty hunters here, which is super nice. Like these guys, none of them are overly difficult to get here, but it does just give you a jump start into that faction. Get a 5-star Darth Vader. That's probably one of the best things you get in here is that Darth Vader. And then you're going to get 10 Zetas here. So really quickly, you'll be able to get Zetas and put that first Zeta on Darth Vader and just skyrocket through the game. As far as ships go, the most important thing in here, the most important ships are the bounty hunter ships. Not that the rest of these aren't good, but these bounty hunter ships take so long to farm, particularly the Xanadu Blood and IG-2000, and then the Hyena Bomber in there as well is a really good find. Otherwise, the rest of these ships, they're pretty easy to obtain. But those three ships right here, Xanadu, the Vulture Droid, and IG-2000, these three ships are so difficult to farm, and getting a jump start on them is fantastic. As far as the resources go, you do get 20 million credits, 10 million ship credits, 2,000 crystals. I mean, it goes on and on. Crystal-wise, that's about, I don't know, maybe not even $15 worth of crystals. Like, it's not a ton of money in the crystals, right? There's some stuff in here that I would consider fluff. There's some things in here that I would say are very, very good. Not a ton of, like, the really important gear, right? Like, you're getting 100 of, like, the gear you need the most of. You do get some of these things which are nice for salvage, but I will say that they definitely could up the gear in here. This is pretty... It's not a ton of gear that's really, really necessary. Like, you're not going to be moving a lot of characters beyond this level that you put this gear on. So here's the thing, right? Is this worth it? If you're someone who you just want to jumpstart into the game, you just want to get through it as fast as possible, then this is a must-have, right? If you just want to get through this game as fast as possible, this cuts off months of time, right? From a perspective of, is it worth $100? I don't know, right? Like, it's what it's worth to you. To me, there's nothing that's worth value in this game, because if they turn it off tomorrow, I don't get anything for it. On the flip side, though, to some people who get a lot of enjoyment out of this game, they see that this is $100 well spent, that it's equivalent of going to watch a movie, right? That you go to the movies, you don't really get anything except the experience, and this is a very similar thing to that. So you're just kind of weighing that, is it worth, the time you'll save? And, again, it's 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. The point I'm trying to make for you guys is that through all of these things that you get, this is easily worth more than $100, especially early on in the game. It's just when you get to the point that I am, where I'd really only be buying this for the gear, is all of this stuff worth $100? And I just don't know. When they cut this in half to 50, I think it becomes a lot more lucrative for people, and I think it begs to the question of, is it worth that then? Again, it's 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. I think it's a very good pack if you want to spend money. This is definitely the best place to get the bang for your buck, but it's not one that's a necessity, right? I don't have it. I'm 7.5 million GP. I've got a pretty decent roster for what I do, so it just kind of comes down to personal preference and what you're willing to spend money on. But if you are going to spend money, that's probably the best place to do it. Like, even the Relic 8 packs and everything don't have as much value as that Hyperdrive Bundle. But that's it, guys. I just wanted to do a quick video, get that out there on the channel. I know it's something that a lot of people look at, and so I just wanted to give you the pros and cons of it, right? That yes, it's going to jumpstart you, but is it worth that $100 to you, right? That, you're not going to ever get that money back. It's just do you get $100 of enjoyment out of this game? But let me know what your thoughts are down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.